warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, good morning everyone.
Good morning.
I'm fine too. No one else wants to ask me? That's fine.
How about you?
Okay, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Melliana Kusnendi. You can call me Melly. And I'm from Bina Nusantara University. And now I want to tell you about Eco Traveler. Okay. And is there anyone want to travel around the world here?
Me.
Yes, me too. Of course, everyone wants to travel around the world, especially if it's free, right? Yes. And why I choose this topic? Because travel is one of my hobbies, and I want to invite you, travel lovers. Yes, right? Yeah. I want to invite you to be an eco traveler. But first, I want to tell you what eco traveler is. Okay, eco traveler is a journey that has responsible for nature and environmental sustainability. So, a travel trip must keep the environment to reduce a human impact to environment. And eco-traveler usually involving travel such as flora, fauna, and culture be a main attraction. And there are benefits if we become an eco-traveler. First benefit is in conservation aspect. So, between eco-traveler and cultural heritage has a strong relationship. So, every traveler must has a role to protect the natural and cultural heritage in this art. And the second benefit is in aspect of environmental education. So, we will get knowledge and experience about local culture from our journey. And then there are ecotourism destinations that someday you can visit it. First, Laos. Nowadays, Laos has a concept, the ecotourism, and the one best place in Laos for eco-traveler is Luang Namta. Luang Namta is a village that rich of biodiversity. And then this place is a right place for those of you who like traveling and then trekking and rafting. And next destination is New Zealand. You know this place? Yes. New Zealand is a paradise for travelers who like the adventure, because in this country you can do challenging activities like trekking and then rafting, hiking, skydiving. You know skydiving? Yeah. And then surfing until diving. And New Zealand has a commitment to be ecotourism and free of footprint. And the third destination is Maldives. Do you want to visit to this country? Yes. Maldives is a popular country, right? And a beauty atmosphere in this country that makes some people want to interested to visit this country. And the activities you can do in Maldives like surfing, diving, and scuba diving. And Maldives government has a commitment to make this country become an eco-tourism and free of carbon footprint. Therefore, so many resorts in Maldives has recycled a heat energy. And then, okay, and how become an eco-traveler? I have one video for you about the way to be an eco-traveler. Let's view it together.
How's it going, everybody? It's Marco and Alex Ailing, the Vaga Brothers, and you're watching another episode of How to Travel the World. Let's start with transportation. Air travel produces tons of greenhouse gases, so whenever possible, make sure that you buy a non-stop flight, or if you can, take the train. When you arrive, try to take public transportation or take a hybrid taxi. If you have to rent a car, make it a compact or a hybrid, and even better, ride a bike or walk, the original and still the greenest way to get around. Another idea is to offset your carbon emissions by donating money to renewable energy projects. For example, the offset for that trip from New York to London is about $25 round trip. You can learn more by clicking on the link in the info box below.
But what about accommodation?
An eco-resort is ideal, but many hotels, normal hotels, are going green, and there's now websites that rate them on their environmental credentials, from whether they've used recycled building materials to whether they have low-flush toilets and low-power lights.
Wherever you're staying, make sure that you ask your manager if they recycle and how the hotel plans on going green. Your feedback as a guest can have a huge impact on a hotel's stance towards sustainability, especially in parts of the world where it's a foreign concept.
But at the end of the day, it's about personal responsibility, so take short showers, don't get your sheets changed every day, and make sure to turn the lights off on the way out.
And remember, if it's yellow, it's mellow.
But if it's brown, flush it down. So here's a question. What does sustainable tourism have to do with people?
Well, if you're traveling to a place that's traditionally been used by indigenous communities, such as the grazing lands of the Maasai and the Serengeti, make sure that you choose a hotel or a tour operator that works towards the preservation of these communities and not their displacement.
Tourism can have a big impact on traditional lifestyles, so be mindful of yours.
We know how to be an eco-traveler. So the first way is choose the right transportation. So if it's possible to walk while we're traveling, it doesn't wrong if we walk while we're traveling, because besides we walk, we can reduce air pollution. Walking also can make our body more healthy. And then the second way is use reusable travel equipment like water drink refill bottle, so we don't add plastic waste to this art. And then the third way is choose eco-friendly hotels. Eco-friendly hotels usually use an effective waste management system to participate to protecting save this environment in this art. And then the last way but not least is don't leave anything except traces and don't take anything except photos, like throw trash in its place and don't pick up plants carelessly. So from now, when we're traveling, we must keep the environment so that our children and our grandchildren can still see a clear and beauty natural in this art. And the last word I want to say, let's be an eco-traveler, don't be an ego-traveler. Thank you guys. And any question? Oh, yes. What is your name, boy?
Farhan Muhammad.
Farhan Muhammad. Okay. What is your question, Farhan?
What the meaning of free carbon footprint?
Okay, thank you for your question. I have something for you. Okay. Thank you for your question, Farhan. I want to answer your question. What is the meaning of free carbon footprint? Okay, carbon footprint. First, I want to tell you carbon footprint. Carbon footprint is a carbon that comes from our activities, human activities like electricity use and transportation. And then what is free carbon footprint? Free carbon footprint is areas or country that is reduce motorized vehicle and then recycle a heat energy like that. Like that, Farhan. Okay. Okay, thank you guys for your attention and see you.